fact, we can tell you that right now almost 90% of the work as far as one section of this particular site of the collapse is concerned, that has been cleared. And it's only the cleaning up work that now remains. There you see a team of the NDRF along with the Municipal Corporation of Kolkata. They're carrying away the iron beams that have been cut into small parts overnight, and now they are being carried away. A while ago, we saw senior police officials at the spot, also the traffic police. So essentially, what is being done now is that the traffic police is trying to make sure that this area, this stretch is clear for traffic. Maybe over the next few days they are going to open this up, make it into a thoroughfare. But that is as far as one stretch, one arm of this intersection is concerned. The other arm is going to take a long while before the traffic opens on that particular stretch as well. In the meantime, we've seen a number of vehicles which were horribly damaged being pulled out of the debris overnight. There were the remains of a motorcycle, burnt to a crisp, extremely damaged, that was pulled out overnight. This was in fact early in the wee hours of the morning that we saw it being taken out. There was also this car, and in fact it was so badly damaged that only the door could be taken out at a time, and the rest of the body was barely scrap metal. It was in a very bad condition. At around 6:30 today morning, we also had 2 bodies being recovered. The death toll unfortunately has also gone up. 22 was what was confirmed to us by the rescuers here at the spot today, but that would have climbed to 24 by now. That is as far as the figures so far are concerned. Of course, there are more people in hospital, some of them said to be in a very critical state. Now the focus is basically going to shift to the hospitals. There are blood banks, blood camps, blood donation camps being run by several self-help groups as well as political parties, some organized by the TMC and other parties as well. Even at the spot of Frida, let me tell you that there are these civil defense volunteers and several groups, several political parties who've also sent their volunteers. There are people from the TMC, the Congress, the RSS who have come here and have been helping out in crowd control as well as distributing food materials, water, tea to all of these workers, these rescuers who have been at it overnight. They needed the sustenance, and crowd control was of prime importance. In fact, a few senior officials that we were speaking to said that the pace really slowed down yesterday for the simple reason that there were a lot of people out of concern.
Okay, we have Tamal also on the spot, Padmaja, with some latest information. Let me just go across to him. Over to you, Tamal.
Please. Well, that's right. I've just spoken to the Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, who had been overseeing the entire rescue operation since last afternoon. He was here and he has given us a confirmation about 24 deaths. So he has said 21 bodies were recovered yesterday, and now last night there had been 2 more bodies recovered. So that's 23, and 1 more body is now feared to be trapped inside this particular truck. If I can ask my camera person to just zoom and show you the gravity of the situation. Yes, of course, the body cannot be seen. This entire ramp has fallen down on this truck. This is the closest that you can get to this accident site. We are being advised not to go under these pillars, these beams, iron beams, because it's not advisable. They are precariously hanging in imbalance. So once this entire iron frame had fallen over this truck, the chances of someone, if seated inside, of surviving it is very slim. So that's what the police commissioner also said, that the death toll currently is at 23. Overall, 88 people were injured, out of which few of them are extremely critical. That's what he has said. As far as taking action against the company is concerned, he is saying that FIR has been lodged and action is being pursued. And he is also saying now the concern is to remove this ramp. How to remove this ramp? Because it requires a lot of expertise. It requires a lot of people with their expertise to come together and together in a joint operation remove it. So yes, they have called in experts and engineers, NDRF team, Kolkata police and special engineers would be focusing on removing the ramp. If I can ask my camera person to zoom on this edge, how it's hanging there. Look at this, that edge from where the entire iron ramp is hanging. It's literally hanging in imbalance. You cannot really fathom the fact that yesterday one such ramp had fallen because possibly the locks were not properly done. It was not properly locked. The interlocks were not properly done, and thus due to overweight, the entire iron structure has fallen down. So at the moment, this is the current status of the rescue operation. As far as clearing the entire debris is concerned, is more or less done. But at the moment, the focus is to rescue one body which is trapped inside, And secondly, to ensure while they remove this ramp, there remains no fear of further damage or harm to any individual.